Hey guys, welcome to this week's video. As you can tell from the title, I'm going to be talking about what to pack in your hospital bag. But first, I did want to say, hi, my name is Danny. I am a mother of a almost 2-year-old named Jax, and I am currently 35 weeks pregnant. If you don't already know, I make motherhood and lifestyle videos, and you're more than welcome to peruse some of those on my channel and check them out. This video is inspired by the fact that I need to pack my hospital bag. I have not done that yet, and I have a feeling that baby girl is going to be coming early, so I want to make sure that now that I am about a month away from my due date, that I am packed and ready to go. So I have some helpful tips for what to put in your bag. So you're hearing this from a second-time mom. I feel like I have a little bit of knowledge on what it takes without overpacking or underpacking to the hospital. So let's get to it. First things first, you really don't need a fancy bag to put your stuff in. I literally have this like travel size duffel bag that I've taken with me so many places. It's got holes in it. You know, just gotta keep it classy. If you want to bring a fancy bag though, no judgment, totally do it. So once you found your bag, the second thing I think that you're gonna want to do, and actually this can be the first thing that you do, you want to make a list of what it is you're bringing, and you want to do it before you pack, maybe like a day or a week. Basically, the reason why you want to write this list down ahead of time is so that you have time to remember what it is you've forgotten to put on the list. So if you're somebody who's really forgetful, you might want to start your list a week ahead of time. If you're somebody who is pretty on top of things, which let's just face it, not a lot of us are, you might want to start your list like a day or two before you pack. That way you can keep adding to it and remembering things as you go throughout your day, your routine. You go, oh yeah, I'm gonna need this, I'm gonna need that. The biggest rule I would say for packing for your trip to the hospital is to imagine that you're going on a 3-day weekend or 4-day weekend trip, and that's what you pack for. You know, if you're having a C-section, you're gonna be in the hospital for about 3 to 4 days. I think I was in the hospital for 3 days. If you're going in and you're not having a C-section, then you'll be in the hospital for about 1 to 2 days. And there's always the, well, what if my baby ends up in the NICU? And with that, I would say make sure to have a backup plan with somebody who is willing to go to your house and pack extra things that you might need. One thing that you want to keep in mind is that as the person who is giving birth to the baby, there are a number of things that you actually don't need to bring because the hospital is going to provide those things for you. For example, and this is probably the weirdest one, you do not need to bring underwear. I'm talking bottom half, because the second you get to the hospital, they're gonna want you to put on a hospital gown. They're not gonna want you to wear anything from the waist down because they're gonna be checking to see how far dilated you are, and they just don't want you to have anything. And then after you give birth to your baby, they're going to be giving you this like mesh hospital underwear and really giant pads because you will be flowing. Let's put it that way. You will be flowing for about the next month. You're not gonna need to pack outfits. You're just gonna wanna pack like a going home outfit. I have heard that the rule is that you're going to look about 6 months pregnant when you leave. So whatever that is for you, remember what you were wearing around that time. The truth of the matter is you just gave birth to a baby, so you are gonna look, you know, pregnant still. Your uterus hasn't quite gone all the way down and back to its original size. So I generally pack like 1 to 2 outfits. I put on what I think is gonna look best, and if I'm not comfortable wearing it, I'll put something else on. But I'm gonna be honest, I'm not famous, so there's not gonna be like people taking my picture the second I exit the hospital. So honestly, it doesn't really matter what you're wearing, and you're gonna be leaving the hospital with a newborn, so everybody's gonna see the newborn, see that maybe you have a belly that looks like you're pregnant, and put 2 and 2 together. Your support person that's going to be there with you is going to be the one that wants to pack for the 3-day holiday vacation weekend baby birth thing. You know what I'm talking about. One of the top things that I put on my list is my birth plan. I know that when I went for my C-section with my son, the doctors actually didn't have access to it for some reason. I think when it's possible, I don't know what the reasons for that is, but I think it's possible that if you have to have a C-section, it's usually an emergency, so they throw it out the window. I'm actually deaf in my left ear, and I wrote on my birth plan that if they were going to be giving me important information that they really needed to speak clearly into my right ear, I was worried that with the background noises of like machines beeping and stuff, I wouldn't be able to hear them, and I knew that I was going to be having a C-section, and it was going to be important for me to like hear what they were saying, and they had no idea. They didn't have access to my birth plan. So this time I've got it in a folder. I'm bringing it in and I'm handing it to them physically. so that they can't not have access to it. ID and health insurance card. Also, if you have any important medications, make sure to bring that with you as well. But I put purse because that stuff is usually in there. Nursing bras, if you have extra, just bring them. You'll be producing something called colostrum at first, and it's not gonna be like bountiful because the baby's tummy is so teeny tiny, but as your milk comes in, it's gonna get everywhere, so just be prepared for that. If you want to bring a robe, go ahead and bring one. Obviously they have hospital gowns. Some hospitals won't let you wear your own robe until after you've given birth, as far as I know, and I'm not sure. I think it has to do with things being clean in case you have to have a C-section. I like bringing my own robe because I don't like how the hospital gowns open in the back. You will be having doctors and nurses come in and check on you just to make sure that everything is progressing, and then also like afterwards just checking to make sure that everything is good and that you're healthy, and you're going to be nursing, so having something that opens in the front is so much easier than having something that opens in the back. Hi guys, just in case you didn't know, this is my dog Pippa. She's a cat, so okay. I have toiletries in here, but I do want to bring my dry shampoo just to keep fresh. This is not a sponsored video, so none of these products are products that are paying me to say this, but this is the Tresemme dry shampoo. I just bought this, and you guys, it's so good. I've got a fun bag. I just whapped myself in the face, and I've got all my little toiletries in here. So I've got shampoo, conditioner, I've got toothpaste. I even put hand sanitizer in here because I know we're going to a hospital and there's literally going to be a plethora of hand sanitizer, but I want my own. The reason why I'm bringing travel size items instead of packing my regular size bottles is because I just want there to be less things for me to have to think about to grab last minute in case of an emergency, or you know, just pregnancy brain. In case of pregnancy brain. So I have that. I put it in a nice little zip bag. You don't have to do that, but I love traveling with these things because then you kind of like know when you see it, okay, this is my toiletry bag. So this is chapstick. I've heard this is really good for when you do push because there's a lot of breathing, and I do remember doing a lot of breathing just to get through the labor pains and your lips get chapped. I used to be super addicted to chapstick, and like it just felt like no matter how much I put on, my lips hurt so bad. This is one that doesn't do that. It's great. It's called Cinnamon Lip Balm, and it is by Young Living, which if you guys don't know, Young Living is an essential oil brand. However, I don't think that you have to buy through a consultant anymore. This stuff is bomb because you don't crave it and it actually heals your lips. Just saying, that's what you want when you go into labor. We have electric toothbrushes, but I don't want to have to grab them last minute, and also make sure that they're charged because that, you know, like that's a thing now. I just am bringing toothbrushes. I don't understand what is happening during this pandemic, but I went to the store to buy like really cheap toothbrushes. There was a 2-pack, nothing fancy, didn't have like any rubber bristles or anything like that. The toothbrush pack was $22. Like $22. Like, why? Are we hoarding toothbrushes now? Is that what's going on? I don't know. But when I found these under the sink, I was so stinking happy. Obviously, bring a brush. Now onto some of the baby things. You're gonna want to bring a baby coming home outfit. I packed 3 different outfits, and the reason why I packed 3 different outfits is because babies are born in all shapes and sizes. Even though your OB may have told you that your baby is measuring a certain weight, it's not always very accurate. I have a regular onesie, I have a cute little like romper, and then I have this outfit, which is the one that I'm hoping I can bring her home in. And what I like about this is it actually has ties on the top, so I can make it a little bit longer if I need to. I also packed a swaddle. I might take pictures at the hospital. Usually the hospital will generally wrap your baby in a swaddle that they have and then put a hat on the baby, but you can always switch those things out if you want to and you want to take pictures. But I have mommy and me headbands, so like cute little one for the little girl, and then I have one for me, and I thought this would be helpful to keep my hair back while I give birth. I also was gifted these reusable nursing pads. I do have ones to throw out because I don't know if I trust this to like not cause a scene. I have some masks here because I don't know what the hospital policy is going to be. I don't know if I'm going to be able to wear my own mask or if I'm going to be asked to wear one of their masks when I get there. I also wrote down a pillow and a blanket because when we went to the hospital last time, the hospital pillow that they gave him and the blanket they gave him just wasn't cutting it. The chair was not comfortable at all. So I'm thinking if we have an opportunity to grab a pillow and a blanket, and that will be last minute just to get him comfortable, then we will be doing okay. A lot of the times the outlets are really far away. Because if you think about it, you're in a really big hospital bed, there's machines, those are plugged in, obviously they take first priority. But we were told, and what actually worked so perfect for us, is to bring a 10-foot phone cord. You're gonna want, this actually looks like a cell phone. It is not a cell phone. It is a portable phone charger. And the reason why you want to bring one of these also is because some hospitals have a rule where you are not allowed to plug things into the outlets. And then also the second you get one, or the second you start writing your list to pack, make sure you charge it to 100%, because you don't want to show up and then pull this baby out and then it's empty, or it's like at 20%. Another thing you're gonna wanna pack along with that, some change. I started a bag of all the change that I find around the house. The reason why you wanna have change is for vending machines. You may not be allowed to eat during your labor process, but your support person might get hungry, or after you've given birth, you might get hungry, and it might not be breakfast, lunch, or dinner time, so you're gonna want snacks. My dog likes to hunt flies. It's gonna just be, yep, hunting that for a hot minute. You can bring your own snacks. You can also bring a vending machine money. So Tim requested Wheat Thins. The 90s kid inside of my heart could not resist Pop-Tarts. And not only did I get Pop-Tarts, but I got the frosted s'mores kind because they're the best kind. Like, have you guys ever seen those pictures of like women who've just given birth and they're like holding their baby or like nursing their baby and then eating a slice of pizza? That's gonna be me, but with Pop-Tarts, s'mores edition, because this is what makes me happy in life. And I figured like it's worth it. I just pushed a human out. Like, I deserve a Pop-Tart. And then if you're gonna bring a camera, make sure to bring the batteries for the camera. Make sure that they're charged. Make sure you have a way to charge them if you're at the hospital and you need to do that. Hey guys, it is Danny from the future or the past, depending on how you look at it. I just wanted to say that there are a number of items that I actually forgot to pack in my hospital bag that I wanted to share with you really quick. And this is why you make the list ahead of time, because you will forget. I cannot believe that I forgot to mention hair ties. Very important to bring hair ties that you know, that you love, and that you trust. I have really thick hair, so I have to get like these really thick bands. Bring hair ties for labor. You're gonna get hot, you're gonna get sweaty. You're gonna need one of these. This is actually face wash that I had before I got pregnant that I'm not able to use while I'm pregnant because of the ingredients. They're just not the best for baby, but once I give birth, I can use this. So I've got the stuff that I'm currently using in my bathroom, and I've got this going in my hospital bag so that I don't have to grab face wash last minute. I have a sample of moisturizer, the same stuff that I use, just because, again, I don't want to have to grab this last second. I also forgot to mention deodorant. This is kind of messy and nasty. I have 2 of these, so one of them is going in my hospital bag and the other one is staying out. The most important thing is that once you have everything packed, the things that you cannot pack because you're still using them, write a list, put a sticky note, type it out, write it down, just whatever you need to do. Put it in the very top of your bag so that when it's go time, you have a checklist of exactly what you need to grab. You're not gonna forget anything. So yeah, that's really all you need to bring with you to the hospital. How far in advance did you start packing your hospital bag? And also, what items did I not mention that you would highly recommend in your bag? Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope you guys learned a thing or two. Again, my name is Danny and I make motherhood and lifestyle videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!